Third game. Okay, I'm sorry, Leeds. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to be really harsh this game because something has happened in Champ Select. I don't know what, but this is one of the worst team comps I've ever seen. Your only engage is Bard. And that's iffy as hell, depending on how good Rob's playing today. You got George on Ezreal, which is a poke comp, but you haven't got any disengage, so he won't be free to poke. You got Nunu, which normally is picked when your AD carries a hyper carry, but it's Ezreal, a caster, so Nunu's not a good pick here. And it's not like he can abuse Rek'Sai in the jungle. And I mean, you got Bones casting, so maybe that can carry you. That might happen, but like casting needs an engage first. He can't engage himself, and there is no engage. And Darius is just gonna get like kited unless the enemy team mess up really bad and just give him 5 kills or something. I like the lane swap. This is gonna be good because you've actually matched up casting versus Fizz. The enemy team were clever, they'd swap it back. But neither team's got early game vision, so they didn't have a clue what was going on. So you just guessed Fizz was top off his teleport. He could have been mid to avoid the casting, so you need that early game vision. Okay, the enemy team's team comp, however, it's not amazing, but at least they have engaged in the form of Morgana, Bind and Ashe. And there's a bit of follow up by Rek'Sai's knock up. And Fizz Shark, so they have engage, they have damage, they have mixed damage because they got Fizz for that magic damage. They can actually go into a split push situation if they want, because Fizz is a decent split pusher. But they can also team fight, and they can play as a pick comp. So the only thing they're a bit low on is poke. So they got quite a versatile comp though. It's like a pick comp, but with a hint of split push in it as well. But this comp is not a poke comp because you got no disengage. It's not a hard engage comp because you got no engage. And like it's just not a comp. Just random champions. Someone will have to explain to me the thought process behind this because I truly don't understand. Now Darius is actually really stronger than Talon, so Dean should be bullying Talon. This ward in here should be over here, especially as he knows Nunu's going to end up top side anyway. Yeah, so he gets the ignite on him, but only when his jungler's around. Like, I wouldn't have ignited there, I just would have bullied the hell out of him. So they've won that lane at least so far. Oh wait, I'll actually sort the lanes out so we can see what's going on. Got to remember to do that, otherwise it becomes difficult to analyse. Bard, crap. Bard goes there. There we go. So yeah, so Darius is now ahead, but that's expected. Casting's beating Fizz. So this lane swap was a really good idea. I like it. It's put them in much more favourable matchups. How's bot lane going? They're about equal, although George is behind by a 4 farm. And once this hits 6, Ashe Arrow and Morgana bind. Ooh, that's scary. What have we got here? Bardal. Ezreal. It's alright. It's not. Neither's a great. I'd say Morgana Ashe is a stronger lane combination than Bard Ezreal. I don't think Barnetta are a particular synergy. Okay, Momcho's actually ganked bot for the first time in his this series. Apart from that time with the teleport gank. And yeah, they get the Ash kill, so that was good. I like it. Okay, so despite the bad comp, they're actually playing the early game pretty well. Let's look at Vision. Blue team's is black is dire. And red team's is pretty low as well. So no one knows what clue is going on. And it's 6 minutes into the game, so a lot could have happened by now. Rek'Sai is farming a lot, considering he's Rek'Sai. And Rek'Sai is a ganking jungler. Don't quite know what's going on there. He's even gone Chilling Smite, so he's not even like getting vision by getting Dragon Knife. It's a shame that Momcho took the kill, but because on George it would be better. Right. There was no reason for Dean back off there. Yeah, there was a minion wave, but as soon as his Q was back up, that minion wave was dead. So he could have bullied Talon there. Like, it's Darius vs Talon. Darius wins that really hard, and he can just freeze here. Rek'Sai's now looking for a gank, but he's doing it in a really weird way. Dean's under his turret. Oh, I guess it's SS top, so he did. Yeah, I think being under your turret is probably a good idea. Okay, he now sees top's gone back. Don't let it go under turret. Yeah, freeze. This should be a freeze. You should not push this. You should freeze this wave right here. And every time Talon goes for a CS, he should hit him in the face. Yeah. After you got the W slow on him, hit him again. Don't just tank the cannon. Right, he didn't freeze. He's pushed in. He's now vulnerable to ganks again because he's Darius. And he's got less lane to abuse Talon with. Unless he's planning to go back, how much gold has he got in the bank? Only 600. He hasn't got much gold in the bank, so he's not trying to. Shouldn't be trying to go back. See, if he'd done that whilst Talon was here, he wouldn't now be dead. But he's dead. Right. Rek'Sai should burrow E, knock him up. Okay, Rek'Sai's terrible, and so's Talon. So they're actually going to win that fight. Good on Momchill to spot what was going on. Oh no, they didn't win it. 1v1. But all that could be prevented just by holding the lane here. Okay, bot lane. Ashe is now getting ahead of Ezreal. But we'll get this wave actually, so not as ahead as I thought they were. Okay, they're now going Dragon because of the early Nuna power. I like it. They know bot's gone back. Good call. Now I'm trying to think what they should be doing for turrets wise. Do they want to kill any early or do they want to keep them up? I don't even know what the comp is though. So I guess it's a poke comp. So maybe they want to push the turrets down. I mean they're ahead, so they could probably push that advantage. Right, Dean is actually realising how much stronger he is than Talon. But he's pushed up again, he hasn't frozen. So... No, I shouldn't sigh, that's a bit rude, but... all of his problems will be solved if he froze the lane. Or only pushed it when he wanted to go back. Or Talon tried to roam. That binding was bullshit. Actually, let's watch that binding. Let's watch the bullshit that is Morgana. What the hell? What is Riot? Anyway. Luckily they don't Ash arrow into that. They could have. It's off cooldown. Okay. Momchill's trying to be a Nunu, and he's succeeding at being Satan himself. But he knows... Yeah, and he managed to get that. Dean is AFK? Dean was just standing there for a second, that was weird. Good flash. Yep, all very nice. I like that. I like how they fought that. I like that play. Right, Bardo on Morgana. Oh yes, and George and Rob just outplayed. If you look, they had a very big minion wave, so blue shouldn't have been fighting anyway. But they played that mechanically well. Hill baited out, so they dive too deep for the Bard. So despite the terrible team comp, mechanical outplay is winning them the early game. Okay, Darius, they've now rotated this back. The difficulty Darius is going to have here is gold. Let's look gold. He's equal to Fizz. Yeah, okay. In fact, yeah, I like swapping it back because you can see Fizz has got no magic mantle, so if they stick Darius top, that'd be good. Talon didn't, and Talon doesn't have any magic resist, so sticking casting mid will work as well. Here the power of Boden's casting is kind of just super carrying. So casting is getting ahead like they needed to. And George is ahead like they needed to. So it's like the comp being absolutely terrible, they are just winning lanes. So now they're winning lanes, they should... They should start pressuring the jungle as well, because Rek'Sai is the only one. Rek'Sai and Fizz are the ones who still aren't like trapped on. Fizz is a bit hard to gank as Nunu because he should snowball. So I'd be walking into his jungle, Rek'Sai's jungle, and just abusing her. Goes for the gank bot, doesn't really get anything, despite them not having any vision. Oh, and interesting fight top happened. Right, what's going on here? So Dean's shoving it up again. He's got vision, so that's fine. And I think he wants to roam, so that's fine. Fizz goes in on him because Fizz is dumb. Right, Dean's really got like, oh, I've got hemorrhage dark, so I should go in on him. But Fizz has shock. So that was greedy by Dean. He got the kill because he had those hemorrhage stacks. But he was going to die there because Fizz has shock. They're really bullying this Talon. Hostile units. Momjo had sweeping lens there, so he could have scanned for Talon and seen him through his ult. Rightfully backing off where the minion wave is, but he's showing himself like, just go here, stand here, wait for Rek'Sai to overstay, go in. Right, now they've pushed up, yeah, Boden's saying let's go, but Orbitrill's now going. Where is he going? There's nothing there. So he's like doing a really safe invade, but he could be doing a really aggressive invade where they just walk into Rek'Sai because they're ahead. Right. Bot lane has that hard engage, so George wants to be a bit careful here. Oh. Yeah, very standard. Cassion's trying to push it in so he can roam. He goes ham on Talon, but he misses his ult. I think he just he just underestimates the Talon damage. Talon has 3 long swords. Tiamat and Accelerated Dirk. That's Dirk. Rude minds. Oh, they managed to get the gank on Fizz, so that's good. Right, so now they managed to sort out Fizz, but now the Talon's becoming a bit of a problem. Because he's just built full damage. So Talon and Rek'Sai are still the ones that are looking to like stomp into the ground if they want to snowball this game. And they can do that just walking into his jungle. Ashe wastes her arrow, which means that now Talon's come bot. This is a lot weaker. Oh, this is risky. George is out of mana, he really doesn't have anything. Tries to cheese there. Momcho's forcing really hard when George doesn't have mana. George simply should have said, I haven't got mana, and none of that should have happened. Rek'Sai then overextended because he's dumb, but in fact they all overextended because they're dumb. And they managed to get some kills back. Right. Rek'Sai's Nunu's now dead, but he's going to be up soon, so shove it in, go back, go straight to dragon. The late waves will still be shoved in, you'll get a free dragon. That's like everyone go back. Bio, maybe not. Actually, I'm going to gold. Okay, maybe not Bone, and Bone keeps shoving mid, but bot lane should go back. Because now they've missed the dragon timer. They got bot turret, that's good, but they missed the dragon timer. I would prefer them to get dragon and then all of them gone bot and killed that turret. Same result, but they would have had dragon. And they could probably force a fight if the enemy team tried to defend bot turret. Does Dean want to freeze here? How is he against the Fizz? Same level. And Fizz doesn't have a completed item. So he does beat Fizz, but he wants to push up because Fizz is going to try and roam. Bone and Momcho, good synergy in the gank. Momcho is playing well today, and it's really helping in some of these games. Basically, these games have been if Momcho's doing well, the team's winning. And if he's not, then it's not. Yep, easy dragon because it's Nunu. And team fight. Wait, I'm curious, how did they even engage on that team fight? They don't. Was it? It was a godly bardo, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah, godly bardo and godly casting. So that was just the enemy team being silly and being in the wrong place. When you're behind, don't contest dragons. Maybe go for a steal, but don't like contest like they did. Okay, so then they push mid turret, that's good. And despite this comp, they may just snowballed the game off some good ganks. And from George, some good lane mechanics. Every late laner that they're against is now behind. And really what happened in this game is that Rek'Sai did nothing. Like, Rek'Sai has had no impact on the game whatsoever. And I think that's why blue team is losing. Despite having what I would say is the stronger composition. The only problem with the composition is because it's a bit low on tanks. When they are behind, They can't do anything about it. They've got good. Red team's Leeds' vision got a lot better though over these weeks. Like, this is good. I like it. It's allowing them to get objectives that they wouldn't have got in the first couple of weeks. I don't get how Casting is getting these engages. The enemy team literally must be walking into him. Like that one. What even? How did Fizz? So Fizz is pushing. It's Fizz pushing without wards. Yeah, it's silly. Okay, so they're winning this game because the enemy team is making millions of mistakes, and they're making very few mistakes despite having a worse comp. Oops, put him 0.5 speed, that'll take ages for anything to happen. Right. What to say now? What to say? I think the best thing for Red Team to do is probably have Cassidin on the flank or the split push, and then everyone else grouped up and get pressure mid and pressure objectives. Use that advantage. Yep, Castin kills Ashe because they solo lane against her. And Castin's super fed. Kills Cassidin because he's super fed. No, not Castin, kills Rek'Sai. Now he's out of mana, so he might not be able to kill Morgana. Oh wait, he's super fed. Yeah. Doesn't quite get Morgana because he was out of mana. But he does allow them to get mid turret. I don't see the point in Dean being bot here. If he was with George, they'd be winning this fight against Fizz a lot easier. Maybe George wouldn't have had to flash. Luckily George is also super fed, so that goes well. Yeah, no, like Darius could just come here. George wouldn't have died. With their carries there, they're going to lose a bit of pressure for a while. Wait for everyone to respawn, blah 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 blah. Don't know why I keep pressing those buttons when I know the hotkeys for it. Okay, let's have... See, now the enemy team actually has engaged though, so they can't, and they have a pick comp, so because the red team split up, they can get picked off. Stay together with this comp. Like, you're against the pick comp, you want to stay together. Now their other problem's going to kick in where they have absolutely no wave clear. So despite being super fed, they're going to have to give up mid turret. Bowden might actually die here. Yeah, Bowden dies. They manage to get Tan in return. Darius is a great champion. Darius is great. Oh, does Dean get Penta? No! The bars ult! No! Report Rob. Oh, he gets it anyway because Fizz jumps into Baron! What a Penta. Darius is great. Okay, so now Darius is super fed. So, blue team are just not very good, is my summary from this. And red team... Leeds have got 2 Pentas today just because just by the enemy team doing really weird stuff. I'll be honest, I didn't expect red team to be winning this game. Enemy team's comp is a lot stronger, but they just played really badly. Their jungler didn't do anything. Okay. However, red team isn't, like, they're playing pretty sloppy now. Bit of complacency, overextending and stuff. Oh wait, Darius. Well, yeah. If Dean wins his lane, he seems to be very, very good in team fights. It's just when he's behind, he's struggling. So yeah, we really need to work on Dean's lane. Laning phase. What to do with the minions? Because now he's just being a god. I reckon Talon's going to die here. Yep. We might actually be able to catch up with Live. Well, not Live. Live is in spectator, so 3 minutes behind. Dragon control. Red team are strong enough to do Baron now. I would just walk straight to Baron and start it. Casting in the bot lane if you won't. Like, maybe get top turret first if you want, that too. A bot turret play is interesting. They scored the Talon kill with George going down, but the enemy team is kind of prepped for it because they were waiting for the casting pushing anyway. So, I don't really like this push bot. See, if Ash was here, Arrow. I mean, she's gone top because Dean's been a god and been a nuisance. Yeah, we've got it with Live. But yeah, Baron play. Why not? 11k gold ahead. Actually, exposed inhibitor. Just walk in and kill that. Like, they're so far ahead, it's literally just a case of walk in and do what you want. But do it as 5. You're against a pick comp, so you don't want to split up, just do it as 5. Dean hasn't got teleport, so Caston's going to get engaged on because they see Darius top. And they might actually get some kills here, despite Caston and Ezreal being super fed. Because Dean's just not here. Yeah, stop split pushing. Not a split push comp. So you know his team's getting wrecked because they're trying to let him split push, but he hasn't built split push. He's built like Deadman's Plate and Steric's Gaze is not a split push build. That's a tanky team fight build. To come team fight. We saw what worked earlier. He got Penta, so they just gave up 3 kills and a turret. Dean's not with him, and he got turret in return. Right. But still, same principle. Baron play. Dean is really fed. But Baron play. Or mid inhibitor. Just something as 5. We've got the vision control good. Vision's really good now that I've mentioned it. Team comps are getting better, but this one in particular was rubbish. So we need to work a bit on team comps, but we need to work on whether to split push, whether to stall, or whether to just group up as 5 and go for something. And when to make that choice, that's what needs to be worked on now. And once we get that and team comps down, this, I reckon, Leeds can be top of the league easily. We've got the mechanical skill. Right, so again, just go for the mid inhibitor. It's exposed. Just all mid, get the inhibitor. In fact, I'm going to put it on direct to camera because there's not even like anything specific to watch now. It's just, will they keep split pushing or will they actually group up and win the game? Because if they keep split pushing, it's going to take them ages. if they force Baron or Inhibitor, it'll take 5 minutes max. Right, so they're going Baron. Still not 5. No. So they're actually doing it in a risky way. But okay, now they're 5. They're just going to win this fight, even if they play it absolutely terribly. Yep. AD carry was nowhere near any of his teams. Still from the same fight. And enemy teams are enders because they sort of goes like, oh wait, we're losing really hard. So good job actually winning a game with a terrible team comp. Well played. But fix your decision making and fix your team comps. GG.